Up with, had to rob another just to re-up.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Under pressure is Munn, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he'll take it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. First carry for Raheem Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand. and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Lance, a give now to Sermon, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. third down's important to them, they find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. Cook, a first down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Sermon. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Lance going to sneak it. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, here's Mond. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Mond. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Mond. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! It's complete. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Point after, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
21, 49ers 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mond looks to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now Mond.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Mond.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cook now off the read option.
Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Mond going to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Trent Sherfield, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trent Sherfield. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Mond. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond. And this is Cook with the grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And out across midfield down to the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. It's complete to Cook. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the